Hello and welcome to yet another stream. We're continuing today with a new project. Having previously completed the issues tracker, we're moving on to the personal library. And yeah, this one will have a few user stories that already can exist, which is great. It seems to be more or less in the vein of what we're already used to. So we should be able to hopefully get this completed. If not today, then definitely tomorrow, because we have a deadline by day 200 to have completed the rest of these projects. So first thing we're going to do is go ahead and grab the repository. We're going to clone it. So let me go ahead and do that. So this is going to be the personal library. All right. Go ahead and add the folder, personal library, and there we are. We're also going to update a few things, such as the package JSON file. It's going to look kind of similar to this. Looks pretty standard. Let's call it personal library. There we are. First thing we obviously have to get set up and working is, let's make sure we open this in a terminal. npm install. It's pretty important. So we've got that. The connection, yeah, we've already got that. We're gonna need a database. So I think I'm gonna name ours library, because we have issues from the previous one, we have social users, so I'm gonna call it library. Library. And then we also need to make sure that we get a copy of this going. So if the URL were to look like this, we're gonna remix this project like so. Remix to edit, there we go. And we're going to name ours DMN personal library. There we are. Great stuff. And then we want to make sure that we can see our project. There it is. So we're obviously going to replace server with the boilerplate. because we're doing this from scratch. We also need our ESLint files, don't we? ESLint and prettier. There we go. We're not going to use strict. Is there an issue here? Yeah, we don't need that. Okay, so there's our server. So let that go there. Great stuff. And then our views would have to change. Most likely. Okay, this would have to be solved. Needs to be double quotes. So let's do a find and replace. Find that and replace it with a double quote. Okay, I think that should be it. There shouldn't be any issues now. And then let's just turn all of these into arrow functions. Okay, so we should probably set doc type. There we are. Anything else that it's complaining about? These are just words, not an issue. Okay, so let's update index.html to that, and server to that. Now we can begin. Nothing from my website will be cached in my client as a security measure. For that, we can just make sure we're using helmet. Helmet equal to require helmet. Alright, and then we need to make sure we use helmet. App.use helmet. So now that should be the basics. I can't remember if it's part of it, so let's just go double check helmet. By default, no, it's not on by default. And then just helmet.nocache. There we go. So now no caching is enabled. I will see that the site is powered by PHP 4.2.0 even though it isn't, as a security measure. Okay, let's first get our tools out. Is this a course issue? Helmet. No cache. I don't think we updated server.js, that's why. Yeah, we didn't. We didn't activate helmet. Okay, so let's go back and see. There you go. I'll see that the site is powered by PHP 4.2.0. Perfect. I can post the title to API books. To add a book, and returned will be the object with the title and a unique ID. Okay, so where's our roots API? I think this was Mongo URI. Alright, and the last one, it's now an arrow function, cool. Why is this used? Hold on, let's look at our previous issue tracker, and let's compare the previous API. Oh, that's why. We need to define a schema as well, don't we? Also, we don't have Mongoose, do we? Which is something I want to use. There you go. Now we're gonna have book schema equal to new schema, and book equal to mongoose.model book schema. And we can obviously change those things around. And then we just have to make sure that the env changes. So the first thing I need to do is post a title to API books to add a book, and returned will be the object with title and unique ID. So let's see what they have on HTML. I don't think it does anything right now, does it? Oh, apparently it does. Interesting. We should also update package.json in the server. Okay, okay. So that should be all the JavaScript we need. So get JSON, API books, items raw, data for each. That's where it's gonna get the books from, and it's gonna push them into the wrapper page. Okay, so that's in client.js. So we need to update client.js. There we are. Yeah. Yes, I need to be able to post. So when I post to API root, what are the requirements? What kind of stuff are we going to store? Title, ID, and an array of comments. Title, ID, comment count. Title, ID, and comments. I don't think there's anything else that we need. So let us have title, and it's going to be comments, right? We could have an added on. Create and an updated. We can keep that. And the title is required. Comments is type. It's going to be a string array like this. Required. It's not required. And I could just have it like this then. Book equal to mongoose. Okay. Request body. Request.body. Let's see what's in the requests body. There's nothing in the body. Then where would it be? If it's not in request.body, request.params? Could it be? No, it's not. Interesting. You know what I just realized? That's in a get, right? We should be in here. In the post. I wasn't looking what the first route was. Okay, test. What do we get? There. Title, test. Okay, great. Okay, so now we know this title in request.body. Response will contain new object including at least ID and title. Okay, so now we know what the response will be. So we're gonna do something like this. We'll just change it up a bit. Book equal to new book. There's gonna be a title, which is going to be based on the title that it has. I don't think there'll be comments, because you can't add a comment yet. Created on and updated on will be dates now. And I think that's pretty much it. And then book.save, response, res.status200.json, the response. Catch any errors. Let's just go with that. And then we're gonna have test. There you go. ID, title, created on, updated on. Beautiful. And then if I check the database, oh, it's saved as books, not library. Never mind. There we go. We have the books. Beautiful. So we should be able to do that now. Great. I can get API books to retrieve an array of all books containing title, ID, and comment count. I can get API books to retrieve an array of all books. Okay, so that's going to be similar to what we did before. JSON res format will be ID, book ID, title, book title, comment count, number of comments. What about the comments itself? I can get an API to retrieve an array of title, ID, and comment count. So we're not going to have the comments themselves. Okay, that makes sense. So we're going to have title. Wait, what do you post in when you try to get it? When you try to get it, you post oh, get will give me all books containing title, ID, and comment count for each book. Okay. So it's going to be book dot find all of them, right? Books If error, call next with error. If books, return rest of status 200.json books. There you go. So if we try to go to... Where are we trying to go? If we try to go to API books, we should see all the books that we have. There you go. Title, created on, so those are the two. Title, ID, and comment count. I just want to see an example return. Actually, wait, hold on. If we just go to theirs, right? Let's see what they expect us to return. So if we go to API books. Okay. So it's supposed to be ID, title, the book. Okay. And then how many comments on that specific book. I wonder how we're supposed to do that. I wonder if I can do this. Books start for each book. The book. And then we'll store res.status 200.json books. return. There you go. Boom, boom. Those are 2 books. Okay, so I had an idea. What if we deleted comments? So if I did book I need an index though. Wait, book dot, I think it was comments. Or can we just do this? Delete book dot comments. Assignment to property or function. Parameter book. No, I'm not trying to assign anything. I'm just trying to delete. Interesting. How about we delete books, index? Still the same issue. Assignment to a property or function parameter, but I'm not trying to assign. Why does it think I'm assigning? Yet we can delete so easily. It wants an array, right? So let's have it outside the... We can do book.push. Sorry. Found books.push. The book, right? Push it there. Then we can do delete found books index. We're gonna need the index after all. Book index. Up, wrong place. Okay, there. So then access the found books array at this index. Actually no, delete found books dot comments. Or is it found books index dot comments? I think it's found books dot comments. Which one is it? I think it's index then comments. Delete found books index dot comments. And then console log. The book is found books at that index. Okay, let's try that. Oh, we still need to return it, don't we? It still has comments though. Let's try this. Index. Might be the other way around. Cannot convert undefined at books for each. What? Or is this an old error now? Cannot convert undefined or null to object. Found books 0 dot comments. Is it called comments? Yes, it is. But it would be an array, wouldn't it? Come on. So there's the array. So found books index 0. There's comments, which is also an array, but we are supposed to delete comments, which is not happening. That's at the get request. I could just filter it out, now that I think about it, and not have to do what I'm doing now. Maybe that's a better option. So minus comments, I think it was. I can't remember if it was like that. I think it's minus. And then I need to add a comma there. Unexpected token, why? That should be fine. Book.find, comma, comma. Why is it complaining? Unexpected token. It's supposed to be find, condition, projection. And then the callback. Unless this thing is just being weird, it should be fine. That's the... Huh. Unless the projection is inside of... No, it's not. I could do it like this. And that doesn't seem to complain, wow. That's weird. Okay. So that should exclude comments now. So we shouldn't see comments. Then I don't need to do anything weird. There you go. So there's no comments. So we got ID title. I don't think we need V either. There you go. And then we basically need to count the comments for each book. So what I'm gonna do is found books, index, dot comments equal to 5. So we're gonna hardcode a 5 in there, and then we want to return. Well, actually, we'll just check the console log first. There you go, comments 5. Except it's not supposed to be an array. It is supposed to just be, it's supposed to be called comment count. Okay, so comment count equal to 5. There we go. See how that goes. But comment count doesn't exist yet. But adding it like that should make it exist, which is strange because when we go to the book, we don't see comment count on the array. So foundbooks.push book, and then foundbooks index. There's found book 0, there's found book 1. But we're not getting what we're looking for actually. Which sucks. I wonder if I push to it. Can I push to it? Because I should have just been able to do... Oh, it's in an array, that's why. Why didn't that work though? It should have. Found books index dot comment count equal to it should have worked. Book 0 comment count found books index dot comment count, right? Let's see. There you go. Okay, so they are there, it just doesn't show. How does that work? So it's there, it just doesn't show. Is this a async issue? Let's see. Let's try something else. Instead of doing that, let's do foundbooks index.push. Can I do that? And then do comment count 5. Let's see what will happen then. Yeah, so that wouldn't work. That sucks. Because you can only push to an array and I'm already selecting. So how would I add it? Because I'm supposed to just be able to do .comment count, which works. And we can see that it updates. The problem is when you return... When you check the status... Let's return found books. Like literally nothing. But there's supposed to be comments on that array. I don't think we should be storing comments in the database though, that's the thing. I would like to have it as a field. So for every book, we do foundbooks.push the book. Found books at that index dot comment count equal to 5. Well, why aren't we seeing that change? But when we directly call the comment count, we do see it. You know what we might be able to do? Object assign. Let's try something. So then what we should be able to do is do found books at that index, right? Or just do equal to object dot assign found books at that index and comments. Let's try that out. See if that makes a difference. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, so we're getting somewhere, finally. But now, the only issue is why is comments an array? What did we do to make it an array? Why is it an array? And why is it a string? I have so many questions. How did it become like this? Can we try setting comments to 5? I don't know what it's gonna do then, but yeah. Okay, that didn't work. And if we do comments.comments, no, that didn't work either. Okay, so when it's an object, then it's fine. So we're merging that. Oh, and it's not supposed to be comments, it's supposed to be comment count. My bad. It's probably not going to show up again, is it? Ah, it's so annoying! It's there, it's physically there, it counts it, it's just we don't see it. I've never had this before where it doesn't update on the array. And I would think it's something like immutability, but we're working on a copy. Found books is the array. We're pushing that book to that array. And then we're accessing that index and merging comment count. But then why don't we see it? Like, where is it? Let's do the books and let's do found books. Let's do the entire array. Maybe it's somewhere else and I'm just going crazy. Let's check. Okay, books. Nope. Huh. Found books.push that book. Found books index. So found book 0, for example. What would found book 0 be? That would be that entire object. Then we're saying, hey, object assign that found books, that entire object, and merge it with comments, which is also an object, which has comment count set to 5. And then when we do comment count, we see that value, but we don't physically see it in the return. I wonder if we should just map it. Wouldn't a map work? Instead of a for each. It doesn't change the original array. Let's try a map instead. So all of this goes, because it's a higher order function now, so we should be able to do books.map. I didn't mean map, I meant book. And let's see what the book is in this case. When we do it like this, we get the same. Unexpected token, okay. Unexpected token. Why didn't it get picked up though? Oh, it did. There we are. There we go, the book. The book. It does it for each one. Great. This should return something now. But now we have a null. Why is it null? We should probably return book, right? And I will save it in the array. Because we're clearly commenting it. Good. So now what if I do book.comment count equal to 5? Assignment to a property of function parameter book. What can I call this quickly? I need to give it a name. Yeah, I need to give it some kind of name. Okay, yeah, okay. temp.comment count equal to 5. Let's try that. And that doesn't work either, which is ridiculous. Like, you would think that would work, but no, not even that works. Is it even logging temp right now? Because now I don't even see any console logs. Okay, there you go. So yeah, if I log temp, it's fine. What is going on today? And we have the exact same issue. Okay, what other options do we have then? If I can't do that, and I can't mapping would be the same as the for each, it's just an easier way to do it instead of a for each. But it's still not showing. Okay, I'm just trying to check what options I have here. Strange though. Everything else is fine, we just can't get comments. Even though we iterate through them. Unless I can look at it from another point of view. And basically get every... The thing is, I want to say get every object, but we... You know what? We get... I want to try something. Let's go... Let's go back to it being like this. Where we had found books. Then... Before we push... We need to do... temp equal to book, right? And then we do book dot comment, sorry, not book dot comment count, temp dot comment count equal to 5, right? And then we push temp to found books. And then the books, found books. Well, actually the book, because we're still in a for each, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Wait, why is the return and everything still in a for each? What the hell? Oh, Chronic, hey, do I upload my streams to YouTube? I do, yes. Here's a link to my YouTube channel. And you should find all the live streams documented afterwards. Okay, so this is correct. The for each is correct. But we have another issue here. Let me guess, this is closing off earlier than it should be? No, it's not. Hold on, I'm missing something. That's fine. If books, return res says 200.json, that's fine. Otherwise return next. And then this closes that. And that closes that. Alright, and then we need one more bracket there. And then that closes, right? I think that's fine. What's the issue here? There you go. Oh nice, was checking the description maybe, add it there as well, thanks. Yeah, definitely, I'm gonna do that. I forget about that sometimes. Thanks for the feedback, I appreciate it, Ochronic. Okay, let's give this a try now. Still the same issue though. Temp equal to book, temp.comment count equal to 5, and then to found books we push temp. So let's change this to let. Temp equal to object.assign. Let's try that. And then temp, like double assign, just to see if that changes anything. I doubt it, but at this point I'm willing to try anything, yeah. So why won't it allow me to do that? Why can't I add a key to it? Like, I should be able to merge comment count, which is an object, into temp, and then see that value, but I can't. Let's log temp and see what we get there. It's like the most infuriating thing I've worked on yet. Is something that should logically work, but something is going on here. Some kind of JavaScript quirk that I'm not aware of. And watch, if I had to change title, temp.title equal to other. So let's change the title and see if we can change an existing property. Yeah, that works. Wow. So we can edit an existing one just fine. An existing property. But the moment that you try to add a property that doesn't exist, it just doesn't show up. You can add the value and then log the value, it's just fine. I wonder if it's a console log limitation. I read somewhere that you had to join. Let's see if that's true. No. So there's book. I feel like I need to move on to something else and then come back to this, because this is going to frustrate me. Like, I'll come back to it when I figure out why. What are the other requirements that we can do in the meantime? Failed to start application? Wait, this most likely because your project has a code error? We have errors now? Did I not remove the join? I probably didn't copy this in. Yeah, I didn't, that's why. Okay, the next thing is I can get API books ID to retrieve a single object of a book containing title, ID, and an array of comments. Empty array if no comments present. So do we have a root already? No, I don't. So app.root API issues. Oh yeah, it's API books. Call this ID, yeah. Dot get. Request response. Supposed to be inside of this, and then book ID equal to is it ID? Can we just spread request request.params? Can we do that? Let's try that out. So if I go to API books 23, book ID is undefined because it's not parameter anymore. It's request a query, isn't it? Or is it a parameter? It's ID. My bad. Because that's what we called ID, not underscore ID. That should say 23 now. Yeah, it does. Cool. Cool. Wait, what the hell? How are we getting book ID? Oh, I'm editing the wrong thing, that's why. I don't even know how some of this is working at some point. We had this all along. Lol. Book.find by ID. This should be a book. You know what we can do? Find by ID. No. Just find by ID. Giving it ID. There you go. Return next error. If book return res.status 200.json book. Oops. There you go. Try that. Next is not defined. Next. Cast to object failed for value 23. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's rather say cannot find book for now. Cannot find book. Good. And if we give it an actual book, one that exists, such as this one. There you go. And there's comments. Great, so that works. What's next? I can post a comment to API books ID to add a comment to a book, and returned will be the book's object, similar to get API books ID. What do you mean similar? What changes? Why does it say similar? I can post a comment to API books. Okay, so API books, when we post, we're gonna do this. ID equal to request.params. Comment equal to request.body, right? Something like this. How did we do it when we did a post? When we did a put? Book, find by ID and update. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Issue. So book.find by ID and update ID. Date.now, books.find by ID ID. So we're gonna return res.send that. If there's an error, change this to book. If book, return res.status 200.send. Successfully added comment. Oh no, the return should be the same as above, apparently. And then return next. Okay, that should be it. See how that works. Okay, so this is the comment we're working on. Book ID. This is a test comment. Yeah, that didn't show anything, which is weird. When we posted, I didn't post the comment. So let's log the comment. The updates to updates. And let's see what it does. Okay, there's the comment. There's the ID. Oh, I know what the error is. We need to remove ID. Otherwise it can't update. Delete updates.id, the updates, and then updates.updated on. Because otherwise you're trying to update the ID with an ID. And that doesn't work. Let's see if we can get this to work now. Wait, is it again adding the ID? We had this issue before, didn't we? I feel we have. So we want to delete updates. Oh, okay. Because it's ID exactly, isn't it? It's not underscore ID. No, wait, what? Where's the updates now? let us add that as well as that. It's ID, yeah, exactly as is ID. So updates.id gets removed, and then we share that. And then we add that there. And then we should see just comment. This is a test comment. Okay, so the issue as well is that that's a comment, and there's a comments array. I just realized we need to push to that array. And the problem is it gets a comment. So what we need to do is get comment, then get could we just do comments equal to isn't comment a it is, it's an object. So what if we just do comment? So we have an array of an object, and then let's log comments from there. We're not going to worry about updates, we're not going to worry about that. Yeah, we need to do updated on as well. I'm going to leave that for now though. Even though this is going to give us an error, let me just log this and see what we get. Okay, so that's fine. And then let's add this here test comment. Okay, that will give us an error, and there's comments. Okay, cool. So I'm just thinking, what if there were multiple? Actually, so we change updates, okay, to be an array that has comment, and then add updates that updated onto date.now, so we know when it was last updated, and then push updates to it. Hold on, we're missing something in this console log. Updates is updates. We also need to do that so we can see what's going on. And then let's go back and add a test comment to that. Oops, got to add a comment. That doesn't help. Okay, so there's the update. It's oh, but it's not comments anymore. It's an array. Except that there's the comments. There's updated on. We need an object with comments as an array. Can we do something like that? Comments. Comment is the array, and then, yeah, let's try that. Okay, so there's updates, there's comments, which is an array now, and then there's updated on. So, there you go. This is a test comment. That worked. Okay, and let's try another comment. Same book. Another great comment. We should now have... Oh, it overwrites it. It doesn't keep adding to it. Huh. Because find by ID and update doesn't... So we'd have to first fetch all the... We'd have to first perform a find by ID, then get all the comments, and then find by ID and update afterwards. Unless there's a way to push. Apparently I can do find by ID and update, so we can do ID. And then you have ID just like that. And then instead of this, we have push as the atomic operator, and inside of it, comments, I guess, would be the comment. And then we won't need updates. The only problem is, yeah, updated on we won't have, but we can figure that out afterwards. So let's just see if this will work first of all. So comment will be that object. Let's see. So this is a test comment. Okay, that's working. Now we got 2 of them, so it's definitely pushing. Great. And let's try add a 3rd comment. Yeah, there you go. So that works. So now we have 3 comments. So we just use the atomic push operator and to the comments property pushed comment. Nice and simple, I guess. I wonder if this will work. If we have update, right? Isn't that the same as just doing this? I thought it would be like that, but apparently it's not. So it expects an object. So in that case, update. Would I have to... Would that work? Yeah, apparently it will. So can I then do... updated on to date.now? Something like that. So updated on to date.now, because otherwise these never change. Actually, let's see if it does. Let's add a testing book. And the times are exactly the same. So let's take that ID and add a comment. So it doesn't change the times. And let's go ahead and add another comment. A second comment. So that we know those times don't change, right? Then let's take it so that happens. So that when we add this comment now, a final comment, the time should change when it wasn't changing before. Oh no, it didn't. Which you think it would, but no. Okay, so the time didn't change either. So why not update it on date.now, push comment to comment. Apparently I have to use set. So set updated on to date.now and push. Shouldn't I push first and then set? That makes sense. Let's see if it updates now. There we go. That updated. So it went from being that to that, and then updated. And we have the comment. Okay, so we figured out how to use atomic operations today. That's a first. So we can push the comment to the comments array, and then we can set updated on to date.now. And then we return a new value, and if there's an error, cannot add the comment, otherwise we return the book as is. Cool. So I think I'm going to leave things off here for now. Hopefully tomorrow I can figure out why I wasn't able to update the count value. We'll figure out a solution to that. But we're making good progress so far. We can add a book. We can add a comment to a book. So that's decent. Let's hope we can finish it up tomorrow and then move on to the next project. 3 more days then. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.